Good to see you again.
Thank you, sir.
During the confirmation process, we discussed some of the issues that customers in Arizona have had with WAPA, the Western Area Power Association. The effective delivery of federal hydropower around Arizona and the rest of the West, as you know, is very important to rural and urban customers alike. And as the chairman of the Water and Power Subcommittee, I see our oversight role as improving the efficiency and transparency at WAPA. Ratepayers and taxpayers deserve to know how their money is spent, to know that it's spent wisely and for the intended purpose. I know that WAPA is staffed with a lot of good people, but unfortunately a string of past fraudulent spending has cast a shadow over the agency's finances. Fraudulent spending of ratepayer money has been recently reported by Arizona television stations and by newspapers. This March, DOE Inspector General reported a list of actions taken by WAPA to address concerns over fraudulent or improper spending in the government's purchase card program. Now, however, the DOE report did not, quote, determine the effectiveness of corrective actions in addressing the identified weaknesses, unquote. And then just last week, it came to my attention that on several instances in sworn testimony this spring, a senior WAPA official has said that problems with the government's purchase card program have not been adequately fixed. Now, it's troubling to see that there is disagreement at the highest levels of WAPA over whether sufficient safeguards are in place to stop this from happening again. My question for you is, obviously it's unacceptable what we've seen, the investigations, news stories, hearings, audits. After all that, there could still be waste, fraud, and abuse at WAPA. Do you agree that that's an untenable situation?
Yes, and if I may just
Please
expound on that, you know, we at this particular point in time, after the IG's investigation, are unaware of any current fraud or waste or abuse, for that matter, at WAPA. It is unacceptable. We hopefully will send that message loud and clear that the IG inspection did that as well. That number one, that we're watching and we're paying attention. If from your perspective and the individual that you make reference to, if you think that there is a continued investigative effort that needs to come from DOE, can we have that conversation and go forward from there? Because it's just unacceptable, sir. Anytime those kind of activities occur, people lose faith in government. And you know, I came to this job to be of assistance, to help, and I hope I can be.
Well, thank you. What I think would be helpful is to follow up with the IG at DOE to ensure that procedures are put in place to ensure that this can't happen again.
Yes, sir.
And apparently some believe that they are not. In the IG, their report saying that it did not determine the effectiveness of corrective actions in addressing the identified weaknesses. Yes, so obviously they need to do that. And also, if you could request of the IG to ensure that money from the fraudulent and improper purchases has been recovered.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you. With regard, just